What's up, guys, brothers and sisters, vinyl community, the world? It is Wednesday, May 10th today. I haven't made a video in quite a while. Been kind of busy with a lot of stuff. My brother's graduating very soon. Let's see, I think it's June 6th, I believe. Somewhere around there, that weekend of the first weekend in June, he is graduating. Very exciting, a lot of stuff going on, super stressful for all of us. But eventually, it'll work out, it'll be fine. But there's a lot of planning that goes on, a lot of stuff we gotta get done. So that's in the motion of things. And last night, or the night before, excuse me, my mind's somewhere else right now. Ryan and I went to a concert down in Minneapolis at the Skyway Theater. Which is a venue I've never been to before. I've never been there, so it was completely new territory for me. I didn't know what to expect from it, but we went to see the Maine. It was awesome. It was a great show. The energy was awesome. You could just feel the energy in there. Just people are so engaged with the artist, and it's really awesome when that happens, when everyone's just super engaged in it and then not just kind of just hanging back, not really getting into it. The energy was awesome. It was really cool. But the thing I didn't know about the Skyway Theater was it actually used to be, a long time ago, it used to be a movie theater. And what they did was they pretty much turned it into a concert venue. So they took up all the chairs that were in the rows and just made it just a clean slate. So you have the slanted floor, so if you stand in the back you can still see perfectly because it slants down. And I thought that was super cool. They still got all the theater curtains on the wall and stuff, and it was cool, man. I like that. It was a cool venue. I would definitely go back again. Super awesome. And I'm rocking my "What Would Jerry Do" shirt. Gotta do it, man. We need him now, never. God, we need him now, because this world is tearing itself apart, man. We need to just sit down and just talk stuff out and just love each other. You know, that's what needs to get done, man. That's what needs to happen for things to work out. But we can pray, can't we? But yeah, the concert was fantastic. I would definitely go back to the Skyway. It was awesome. But I got a lot of records to show you. I mean, a lot. There's quite a bit. I wanted to save up a little bit before I made a video to show you guys, so it's not just one or two. I got at least 10 or 15 probably. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, please. But let's start off with the ones I got yesterday. Ryan and I had an awesome day yesterday. It was a great day yesterday. Awesome feelings going on, and the weather was fantastic. My mood was awesome. It was a great day yesterday. I got to share my gifts with people, and it was just good. It was a good day. But we went to the mall just to walk around and do stuff. We went around Lake Calhoun. We walked a mile and a half. That was really nice. Beautiful weather out there. But we stopped at the mall, and I always gotta stop at Barnes & Noble, man. I always gotta see what's going on, maybe some new books or something like that. But I always go to their vinyl section. I always look through their stuff that they have, because they always have really good selection, actually. They have great stuff. This stuff isn't rare at all. I just didn't have it in my collection, so I decided to pick it up. Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. I know some of you guys are probably like, Jake, why don't you, this is amazing, you know? Why don't you have this? And I know I've been slacking on this for a very long time. But I do have it now. This is probably my second favorite. But my first has to be Meteor, which I do have in the collection already. That was a long time ago I got that. But I just picked up this because I don't have it, and it's an amazing record, so I decided to do it. Next one I got here is Black Sabbath, their very first one that they did. This is great. This is a great album, guys. If you guys don't know this, oh, you guys are missing out, man. This is one heck of a record. I'm a big Sabbath guy. I love Black Sabbath. So it's cool because it's got a nice gatefold to it too. Got Black Sabbath, mostly black on the inside, you know. Just standard black vinyl, nothing too fancy there, you know. I wouldn't expect that. But this is another one that I just didn't have in the collection. I have Paranoid. I have We Will Sell Our Souls to Rock and Roll. That's kind of like their greatest hits, I guess, as you can say. But I didn't have the first one, so I decided to get this. I believe I have Mob Rules Tool in there, so I got that in there as well. So good stuff, great music. I'm glad I picked this up because I didn't have it, and it's something I've been looking for a little while. It's not something I really hunted down, but it's just something I never had. So I said, why not, you know? Next ones here are, these are very special. These are very hard to find, actually. The pressings go from 100 pressings down to maybe even 50. So it's very limited quantity of these. And I was turned on to this vinyl pressing, this production team called Phonoflow, I believe that's the way they pronounce it. I'll leave a link down in the description for them. Check them out. They're awesome. They have very small quantities of pressings of records, but they're cool that way. I love things like that. They're super hard to find. There's not many of it, and because it makes that when you get it so much more. You know, it makes that just so much more. And I want to share with you, I got some of these. These are really cool albums. The pressings are very unique too. That's what makes these really just mind-blowing. The pressings are something I've never seen before. I've never seen records pressed like this. And it's something that they kind of push the barrier of what a pressing is. It's not just colored, it's a specific reason it's like this. But the first one I want to show you is from a group called River Horse. It's called Opal. This is kind of American folk kind of genre. Very cool, awesome cover. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? Got a couple of them in here actually. And what's cool is with every record he puts a postcard in, a random one out of like 5 or so. So this is one of them. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's sweet, man. Super cool. The vinyl pressing. Let's get to the good stuff here, man. Let's get to the good stuff. Like I said, their pressings are just absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything as cool as this. Like, look at this. Look how beautiful it is. It's like a splatter, but it's got the red in there. Just, oh. That's awesome, man. It just works with the cover. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you guys are really into, like, folk music or American folk, or Americana, I should say, check out River Horse. I mean, without a doubt, man, they are just a great, great band. He is really cool. Check him out. Go over to Phonofile, or Phonoflow, I should say, not Phonophile. Check them out, man. These guys are great. These guys are really cool. Gotta find a place to put all this. Next one is by River Horse as well. It's called On a Windy Tree. This is, I believe, their latest one. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. But both these pressings were limited to only 100 copies. Only 100 of these. So it's very small margin. I was very surprised I got it to begin with, because the person said it was very limited. Check this out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's cool. It's like translucent, but it's got the orange, but it's got some black in there as well. Just really cool. Awesome. Just an awesome pressing. That's the thing I love about Phonoflow, is that they never disappoint. Their always pressings are very unique. They're different than just like red or just blue or just, you know, it's like red with a certain type of splatter that's really cool, or something like that. So this is another River Horse one. Go check this one out. Ooh, this is a good one too, man. This is Riverends. How can I say this? Delization Blues, I believe that's what this is called. Riverends. This is cool, man. This is like psychedelic rock. This is really cool. I wasn't able to get the pressing that the gentleman I watched told me about, because that was sold out because it was a long time ago. But I did get a really, really cool pressing. Look at that white. Like, that is white. Like, that's white. That's not even... There's nothing. That's just plain straight up. Just that is a white record, man. Which is really cool. That's an awesome pressing. So if you guys are into like psychedelic rock, check this out. Check out Reverends. There we go. check them out, man. This is cool band, very psychedelic, very awesome. Definitely check that out. Let's see. The last one I have here is probably the coolest pressing I've seen. I've never seen anything done like this before. I don't know if I can stage this to where you guys can see this in full motion, but it's called, the group is called the Capones, and it's called Drop in the Ocean. This is a great album. This is almost like, this is blues. This is like rock blues. It's just really cool. Awesome blues. It's very awesome. Let's check out the pressing, because this is, once again, I don't know if I can make this happen. I know what this is, though, so you might look at this and say, well, yeah, this is just a standard green. It's a very icy green. That's what it's called, ice green. What's cool about this is that when it's in the dark, it actually glows in the dark, actually. It's just, so that's really cool. So it's, as you can see in it a little bit, I don't know if you can, it's like got a little bit of black in there, just really cool. But it glows in the dark. Can you believe that? I've never seen that before. I've never seen something like that. So that was really cool. It matches the cover with that icy green. And the fact that it glows in the dark is just a bonus, man. Gosh, that's just a bonus right there. So if you're into like blues, like that rock blues, check out the Capones, definitely. Next is an album, once again, I don't have, and most of you will be like, Jake, that's absolutely terrible. Why don't you have this as a classic? I understand. I do. I'm a big Bob Dylan fan. I love Dylan. Huge Bob Dylan fan. Listened to him a lot as a kid. Listened to him and Neil Young both, and just amazing. And I'm from Minnesota, so you gotta like Dylan, man. You gotta. But I didn't have this one. I know I didn't have it. I didn't have Blonde on Blonde. I didn't have it, but now I do. I do have it. And what's cool about this, I just figured this out when I was looking through these. There was a pressing in this that used photos that were actually taken out because the person said that they weren't able to use it, so they pulled it, and this is not. So what I'm saying is it's a very limited quantity of this, because the person that was in these photos said that you don't have the rights to these, so they had to pull the pressings and just take those out. So, but I got it, man. I got it. These are those photos. These are the ones that they said, you know, I didn't authorize these. You can't use these. So it's a very cool pressing. Very rare pressing, I guess, too, because it's not many of these were put out, I'm guessing, because they caught it probably pretty quick. So, but yeah, Blonde on Blonde is always really good. So definitely a great Dylan album. Griff, definitely. Alright guys, the last two here, we're getting down. These are Record Store Day records. I got two. One was something I've been looking for a very long time. Being a 90s kid, you saw this movie, you knew what it was, everybody loved it. And I never had the record. I always saw it a lot of places, but it's very expensive, like $150 at least, I would say, to get a hold of this thing if you're lucky. But thank the Lord, Record Store Day came around and someone repressed this, because I think it sold out, you know. I think it did. I think most stores only made like 1,000 copies of this or something like that, 1,000 or so. This is Space Jam, guys. This is Space Jam. Oh, I wanted this for such a long time. It's been a long time coming, but now I have it. I have Space Jam. So excited. I am so excited. This brings me back to being a kid. It does, because I went to go see this movie in the theaters. I still remember it. And, oh, man. And the records themselves are just absolutely beautiful. They did a freaking amazing job with this. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at that splatter, guys. It's like a purple, bluish splatter. Oh, that is... And on Atlantic Records? Come on, man. You can't get better than that. You can't. I love Atlantic Records. They've always... I swear they've been with, like, everybody. They've been with all the greats, you know, like Fleetwood Mac has been there, and just... I mean, it's just really cool. I love the pressing of this, and just amazing. This one's a little different. I want to show you this. Kind of... All these records are kind of the same, but the pattern is always different. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So, I'm so glad I got a hold of this. I didn't go out to get it, actually. I don't really have... I shouldn't say I don't have time. I do have time, but I don't like to wait in the lines, you know, and then there's people that just want to buy it just to sell it, you know, and that's not... I don't think that's awesome, you know. I think we need to just be really respectful of everybody. So I just got this online from a guy who usually does it a lot. He actually he gets the list of other records, and he like gives it to other people, you know. So I got from him, and I thank him for that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And the next one I have is another great grunge group that I like. Very underrated, and you don't hear about them a lot. This is limited to about 4,000 copies worldwide, I believe. If I remember right, this is Sunny Day Real Estate. This is a good one, man. The Rising Tide. I believe this is the last album they made. I believe this is the last one. Very, very awesome. I really do love this one. Back in 2000. Killed by an Angel's on here. I mean, that's just a great record, man. Just an absolutely beautiful album. Just a beautiful album. Let's check out the vinyl, because the vinyl is really cool too, man. I mean, nothing too special, but it's different, you know. Check this out. Look at that. This absolutely clear vinyl. Super awesome. It's really sweet. I like it a lot. Thank you. This is great. This is awesome. So thanks for Record Store Day, man. That's the holiday I wait every year for. I'm serious. Next to Christmas, you know. It's so fun for record collectors. It really makes people go out and like support the record stores, and just go out and make sure, you know, give them love, you know, because they do a lot of stuff for us, and we need to keep that dream alive, you know. We need to keep those guys going. So I love Record Store Day. It's super fun. So I got 2 from them. I know I only got 2 from Record Store Day, but I'm happy with it. You know, I'm happy that, especially Space Jam. I needed to get that. I saw it was on the vinyl list, and I said, you know what, screw this. I'm getting this thing. I'm finding out where this is. You know, I'm gonna grab this, and I did. So I'm very thankful for that. So that's all the records I got today, guys. I think that's all I got. So I got a couple more coming in. I don't know when they'll be here per se. But I'll keep you guys in the loop for sure. Whenever I get them in, I'll show you guys and let you guys know. I believe they're both from the same artist, if I can remember correctly. But I'll let you guys know when those things come in, man. I'm always there for you guys and showing you what I got, and talking about life, man. This crazy thing we call life, and I'm always willing to speak to you guys about this stuff, you know, because it means a lot to me, because I need to say this to you guys, you know. I need to put my word out there. We all have opinions, and I believe the opinions need to be shared, you know. People need to know what you know, or what you think of these things, or do you not like this, or do you like this, you know. It's important that we know, you know. So share that with people, man. Just go out and say, hey, you know, I don't think this is right, you know, I don't think this is cool, and share that with people, man. People deserve to know. We have every right to say something. So don't be the problem, man. Don't be the problem that say, nah, I don't want to start anything, so I'm just gonna sit it out and just let it flow over, because you'll become the problem, because you'll be the person that says, you knew about this, you knew this was wrong, but you didn't stand up for it, and all this stuff just keeps happening and nothing changes. We need to be the changed, man. We need to go out there and say something. If we think something's screwed up, you go out there. You get a group of guys together, a group of friends, you know, go protest. Do something, man. Make sure it's peaceful. Don't be doing that crap where you like trash cars and police cars and all that dumbass stuff. You know, do a peaceful protest. Go to the source. Go to the source. Like, if the man's doing something you just absolutely hate, go to the Capitol, man. Go where the source is, you know. Protest that. Don't be throwing rocks at the White House. Don't be banging on people's doors. Don't be lighting stuff on fire. That's not the way this thing. It's not the way this thing works, man. Just be peaceful. Just go to the source and just protest. Like, speak out. You know, because you might be a voice for someone else. You know, you might be a voice for those who are just very afraid to stand up. Like, they really want to, but they don't want to just... They're too afraid, you know. They think no one's on their side. No one will believe me. But if you're that person that steps up and says, no, I'm with you. You know, people will come. They'll join you. They'll know that they're not alone. So just do it, man. Just speak your mind. You know, you only live once. We need to make this life the best it can possibly be. And we just need peace and love. That's all we need, guys. That's all this world needs to be happy. Just peace and love. That's it. Just peace and love. Just respect others, man. Just respect them. Who cares if they believe differently than you do? That's a human. That's a human being. The Lord made us that way. We are all different for a very specific reason. If we all believe the same thing, that'd be the most boringest place in the world. No change ever happens, you know. Do you like this band? Yeah, I heard them yesterday. You know, it's like, what's the point? You know, why even speak out? Everybody knows about it already, you know. Diversity is what makes us so special. Because you find those people that haven't heard about this or don't know about this band or think the man is screwing us over and they don't think anyone's on their side. They don't believe that. And you could be that person to speak out, you know. Help your brothers and sisters out, man. Let's just get this shit done. We need to stand up, you know. If it's because the world's in a pretty terrible spot right now. Mother Earth is pretty pissed. I can tell you that right now. She is not happy with us. We're destroying Earth, you know. We're destroying it, and we're just bypassing the problem with all this terrorism, BS, and everything else. And well, it's not going to really matter if we don't have any damn trees around anymore. If we cut all it down to make housing because we're overpopulating the world. You know, we're going around the problem. We're putting more problems in front of the main problem because we just don't want to deal with it. We don't think it's important. You know, just like gas and resources, man. We need to go away from gas. We can't keep doing that. You know, it's going to run out and we're going to get screwed because we should have thought about this years ago. And we're going to get screwed. It's going to screw us. We need to go solar energy. We need to like find out about that, research about that, get that thing going, you know. Because the sun's always going to be there, man. It's been here for millions of years, trillions of years. And it's free, you know. It doesn't take a lot, you know. And let's join together, man. Let's stand together as brothers and sisters. Let's not let the man get us down, you know, because they don't give a crap about us. You may think they do, but they're there to save their own ass, you know. They could care less, you know. And they're doing stuff that just protects them, you know. Like, let's change this so I'm okay. It might screw everybody else over, but I'm fine, you know. It's all right. We need to take those people out, man. We can't let that infect the world like it already is. There's just selfish people in this world, and we need to just say, you know what? No, we need to come together. There's too much I's and not enough we. We need to come together. We need to be successful. We need to be happy. You know, it can't just be the one person who saves himself because he's selfish and doesn't give a crap about everybody else. That's not going to save us. You know, that's not going to save us. We can't be those people. We need to be extremely humble. We need to, if someone's in dire need of help of anything, we need to be there for them. You know, lend a helping hand, man. It goes a long ways. It really does. I've seen it. I've done it many times. I believe, I can tell you, it is so rewarding to know that, you know what, I helped that person. It may have been just like the small thing, like opening the door for somebody, or giving someone money who's homeless and just doesn't know where to go. You know, just that little, even if it's like a couple bucks. You know, you may think, oh, it's just $2. That's nothing to him, but You may have been the only person that gave anything to him or gave him the time of day, you know, or if this person is struggling through a tough time with like depression or anxiety, you know, and you just listen. From past experiences with that, I can tell you it goes a long way. It hits home with me because for a long time I pushed everybody out and I didn't have anybody to listen to me because I was just an asshole, you know. I thought it was only me and that's all that mattered, and I was selfish and I was a terrible person, and I turned my life around and now I'm willing to help everybody else, you know, because I think everybody deserves a second chance. You know, everybody deserves a second chance to say, you know what, that was dumb. We need to restart, refresh. We need to start over, try this again. God God can give you that. He forgives you, you know. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. And just because he'll forgive you, it's okay. You know, we all make mistakes. We get up from it. We learn, you know. So if you get like laid off from a job, or you stop something that you love because it wasn't going your way, you feel guilty, like I should have stepped in there more, I should have been there. Just let it go. You know, we need to, it's okay to make a mistake. It's fine, you know. You have to take a step back and say, okay, what is the situation? Where am I at right now? Okay, this is what I did. That was wrong. Let's fix it, you know? And just talk to yourself, man. That's what I do a lot. You know, I like to isolate myself and just say, hey, Jake, here's what's going on. You know, we have this, this, and this. Let's talk this out, and just talk to yourself. It helps. It really does. And all those people who think you're fucking crazy, don't listen to them. You know, they have no idea. Everybody has their own way of doing stuff. If that's your way, more power to you. I support that. Because I do it a lot, you know. You just need to calm yourself down, you know. What better way to calm yourself than from yourself, from the inside? You know, to just say, hey, I need some time, you know, just let me take some time right now. I need to clear my head. And we need to be very respectful of those people. And I do, because I give people enough time as they possibly need. You take enough time, because I've been there. You know, people have given me the time, and it's helped tremendously. So, and the reason I'm talking about this is because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So this is like depression, things like that. You know, we need to just recognize those people that maybe didn't make it. You know, maybe depression got too much and they couldn't take it. You know, or people are struggling now with it, that just are absolutely struggling and just feel like the lowest part of the world. We need to recognize those people. We need to show respect for those people. Because it is a battle, guys. It is a battle. From someone who has depression, let me tell you, it is not fun. It is not something I'd want for any of my worst enemies. I would never put this on somebody. Because it is a roller coaster. Every day is a roller coaster. Because you wake up and you have no idea how the day is going to go. You have absolutely no idea. It's like waking up with a blindfold. You have no idea. It could be extremely well. Like yesterday, everything went perfect. I was able to share my gifts with Mariah, and it was great. It was an awesome day. I felt amazing. But some days aren't like that. You know, some days I wake up and I'll just be normal day, and then something will trigger my memory, and I'll think back to something that was just hard and just brings you down, and you just feel like the lowest person. Like, I should have known that, you know, I should have done this, should have done something, I was stupid, I shouldn't have, you know, and it sucks, you know. So if you have depression, or you know that someone's suffering through not just depression but any mental illness, you know, give them a hug. You know, we need those people. Tell them you love them. You know, tell them. Here's something I want to tell you guys. My therapist talked to me about this, and it saved me from a lot of stuff. Because I had suicidal thoughts. I did. I'm going to be very upfront with you guys with that. I did. And I thought, I got to the point where after I pushed everybody out, and I said, well, you know, why am I here? I'm just causing pain. You know, I'm not helping. I'm not, like, rescuing people. I'm pushing people out and being an asshole, talking up to people. I mean, talking up to people isn't bad, but you need to do it, like, respectfully. You know, you need to get your point across, not be like a dick and just pushing people down. That's not the way that goes. And it sucked, man. And I was in that spot, and I just thought, you know, why am I here? You know, I have no purpose. I'm just here to hurt people. I can't be like that. I don't want to infect the world with me. And I told my therapist that, I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do. I pushed everyone. There's no one to talk to. You know, and I said, I have no idea right now. I'm in limbo. I don't know what's going on. And he pretty much said, I told him I was having suicidal thoughts, and I think, why am I here, you know? And he looks me straight in the face, and he said, if there is one person on this earth who would miss you if you were gone, you shouldn't go through with it. Because it'll make you think, and I think, well, my mom and my family would be absolutely just mortified. They'd blame themselves their whole life, you know, and I couldn't take that. And it opened my eyes, because it made me think, like, you pushed everybody out, but they're still there, you know, they still care. just because you're an asshole doesn't make someone stop loving you. It's like, oh, he's an asshole, I don't love him anymore. You know, it's not. You truly didn't love him then. You know, that's not. You love him through the thick and thin. You know, the good and the bad. So, if you know someone who's suffering from mental illness, please go out, give them a hug, say you love them, say they're worth $1 million, because they are. Each one of us is special. We may not know our gift at this very point in time, but our gift is there, and we just need to discover that gift. Like mine is music and just being super open with people. I mean, I suffer. It takes a lot for me to open up. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, sharing my gifts with others, like going out and helping people. You know, that's my gift. And music and helping people, that's me. That's all I am. You know, and I'm very happy that's where I am, because it helps me. It does, because people may say, like, there's something that someone really wants, like some, like, just could be anything, you know, and I say, I'll get it. You know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I got you. They think, no, it's expensive. You know, that's not the way this works. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. You know, I got you. You want that. Let me get it for you. You know, because it's something they probably really wanted for a very long time, and they finally found it, but they don't have enough. You know, I'm glad I can be the person who can say that. Because anybody who knows me knows I don't give a shit about money at all. It's not even in my mindset. Because money doesn't make me happy. It doesn't. It doesn't make me happy. Does it help? Sure, of course it does, but it doesn't make me happy. All this crap I have is just material. It's nothing. If a fire came out, it burns everything down. That's it. That's gone. Everything's gone. Easy as that. Money doesn't make me happy. Helping others makes me happy. I told Mariah this many times. I said, if I was rich, I would give 99% of my money away to people that need it. Because I don't need all that. You know, why do I need $45 million? What am I going to do with that? I'd feel such like an asshole and so guilty that I'm sitting on all this and doing nothing with it when there's people in the street who are begging for money in this, and there's kids without food, there's people without running water. You know, there's people that need that. I give all of it. I would. I don't need it. Boy, I don't need it to be happy. You know, we put ourselves in that mindset that money is the key. Money is how you win. That's not it. Throw that shit out the window. Don't even think about that. Because you know what makes me happy? Helping people. That's what makes me happy. And Mariah makes me happy. You know? And music, Mariah, and helping people. That's me. You know? That's all I need. I don't need a mansion on the hill. I don't need thousands of records. You know? It's just material stuff. It doesn't represent who you are. I had a long talk with her yesterday. This was great. This is awesome. That's the reason this day went so well, because I had just a long conversation. I said, hey, you know, we could have a house of, like a shack. It's not even 2 floors, just a room probably about the size of this room, and I'd be happy. Because a home is what you make it. You know, to other people it may seem that's just a shack. That's just beat up. He doesn't have anything. You'd be surprised what those people have. You know, it's not physical. It's mental. Because a house doesn't become a home unless you make it that way. You know, you make the house. You make it a home. You put that in there and say, this place is amazing. I love it because this is perfect. You don't let it bring you down like this piece of crap, just shack is nothing. People are going to think don't think about people. You may love that house to death, and that's all that matters. You know, I could living on the street, but if I'm able to help people every day and share my gift, that's enough for me. That is enough for me, man. That is all I need. As long as I'm helping people through life, like God and life helped me, that's all I need, man. That's all I need. So once again, just reach out to those people, you know, tell them it's all right, you know, and that you're here for them. Be that ear to listen for them, because they need it. They need a person like that, and if they don't have it, they feel alone. And just be that person. Step up and just say, you know what, if you ever need anything, I'm here, because because that goes a long way, man. That does, I tell you. So go out and love each other, man. Go out and love each other. That's all we can do.